from inside the 10. Here he comes. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. The Commodores' offense will get the ball first. And they've got the veteran, this senior quarterback, to guide the ship. He had a tough time getting anything started in that loss last time out. 3 interceptions and was sacked 4 times. Looking for a man. It's Carter. Caught in the backfield. It's Thomas. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Commodores will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes a nice grab at the 25. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. So Georgia's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. Last time we saw these guys, they came out firing. They were up to any challenge offered by the secondary. Any suggestions on how to prevent that from happening again this week, Dave?
And it's tough to have that great of a QB and that great of a wide receiver, but you definitely have to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Jam him. Mess up the timing. Their chemistry and timing with this elite QB and elite receiver is really good. Jesse, I got to mess it up some.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long. Containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. 4th down, Reed. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it.
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the...
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. He'll run it again. And the runner is down, and so is the flag. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. The play action fake. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Takes a hit as he fires. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Commodores send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And there will be no return on this one, and he can't get it out of bounds. The ball will come out to the 20. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They turned it over with an interception on their first drive of the game. We're still looking for our initial points of the game. Oh, I'm out of space. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Into the house. Touchdown, Georgia. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And, man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. They're going to just need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Looking to pass. It's Carter. Here's a hit. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Outside the pocket, lets it go. That's reeled in. It's Thomas. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
Give all the credit to the offensive line right there. Defense was playing a big zone coverage, and it's going to take these receivers time to find the open spot in the middle of the field. So the offensive line, especially the tackles on the outside, really good job giving the quarterback a place to step up into, hold the ball, and then find his open receiver to get a big first down.
And wings it incomplete.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
The Commodores line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. And the punt will go into the end zone, and the ball comes out to the 20 on the touchback. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Frazier. Just out of bounds, right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Out of the gun here with Nate Frazier. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Reed fires to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Here comes the Commodores offense onto the field, ready to start the drive. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Back to pass, it's Carter. Here comes the heat. Snagged out of the air. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. And the Commodores want to move quickly. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
At 3rd and 2, you're usually thinking maybe something's going off tackle up the middle. They run the toss. How about the defense? Great job setting the edge, sprinting to the football, getting multiple hats there, getting the guy on the ground, stopping him short, causing a 4th down.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over, and while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Rushes on him. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Play fake, Marcel Reed. And as he throws, he's got an open man. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection.
Great job by the defense taking away the quarterback's primary target on that play and forcing the incompletion.
They'll move the tight end. Again, it's Reed. Here's the pressure. Makes the grab inside the 30. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Throwing Reed. Fires to the wideout. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the 1st down. And after one period of play, let's take a look at the start for these two wide receivers. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Reed on the play action. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Off play action. Extending the play. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can pick up the 1st without scoring. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
And this offense now is decision time. Man, they've put a nice drive together. You want to walk away with points, but how aggressive do you want to be? Do you want to take this field goal, or do you want to try to get a touchdown?
It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Running the option. It's Carter. Gets it out to the 16-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down. The Commodores headed quickly to the line.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy 1st down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And the Commodores will try to pin them back with the punt. Oh, did he unload on that? It's like there's helium in that one. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, 3rd down, 4th down. I like them being aggressive. You just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. And the Dogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Running inside, it's Frazier. Knocked down way behind the line of scrimmage. They'll call it a 9-yard loss.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Georgia sends out the punt team. My goodness, he unloads on that one. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Knocked down immediately. They tried to surprise him on 3rd and long with the run, and nothing doing. Had to hurry the punt a bit, but gets great distance. He gets a block. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, though.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. They got the sack, but there is a man down on the play. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. He wants to change this route. Play fake, Reed. Under fire. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
And they can't get on top of it to down it, so that ball will come out to the 20. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. The run inside. It's McKenzie. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Or will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to throw. It's Carter. Oh, they're after him. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. So far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
Can't make the connection, in the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. The Commodores decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Play action with Reed. He'll take a shot. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Gonna run it. It's McKenzie. The Commodores signal for a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
He'll get rid of it. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And the Commodores will punt this one away. Here's the return. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Might be changing the route. Here's Reed to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Frazier. Hard-hitting tackle. The Bulldogs will use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Got a man, it's Frazier. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Pressure coming. Throwing right. He's got it. He's stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Reed to the air again. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, down the stretch we come on what's been a thrilling college football season. Week 11 filled with storylines. We start with a look at Rutgers, taking on the number 7 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. And it's the Scarlet Knights in one of those old-school fight-in-a-phone booth games. Neither team has been able to break out offensively, but it feels like the one that does will come away today with a signature win. Now back to your game at Sanford Stadium in Athens. This running back is enjoying one very productive day. He's the bell cow for this team. They are not afraid to give him the ball, and he's a big reason why they're 2 quarters from a win. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas between the hedges in Sanford Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Commodores will kick it away to crank up the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. What did they talk about at halftime, Holly?
Georgia's head coach told me at halftime they really expect to stick to the running game here in the second half. This is a close game, and he's a little concerned with his quarterback shaky performance in the first half. Turning the ball over put them in a tough position, but they are dominant on the ground. Expect them to continue to really force that issue at the line of scrimmage here in the third quarter. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. The Bulldogs using their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Reed, bringing the heat. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping to run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Off the play fake. Grabbed over the middle. It's Frazier. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Facing a third down and short from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Wants to throw again. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. So it's not just a strong running game. The Dogs can be dangerous with those weapons up top.
And I think when you've seen Georgia really dominate in college football over the last several years, it's because they've been more aggressive, more willing to throw the football early downs, trust their quarterback, not just the ground game.
Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Frazier. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
To the air on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Frazier. The Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to pass on second down. Makes the catch. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10.
Slants are very tough to cover. but they become way tougher when you got a big body wide receiver like that. It's almost like basketball where he's boxing you out. He gets inside real quick, uses that big body to shield you off, and even if you're playing man-to-man, you just got to get him on the ground and try to disrupt him some way.
Looking to throw on first down. Quick completion on the out. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Got his man on the right. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
They'll run with Nate Frazier, and they're able to make the tackle.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollard.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
4th and goal from the 2. Can they finish this drive? He's not going to get there. He needed 2 yards, but he just got 1, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down and you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
They'll try to get the edge on the left. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. And the Commodores racing to the line in the hurry-up.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Tackled there by the defense. They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Nice tackle there. This free safety coming in like a heat-seeking missile and stopping him a yard short of the first down. The Commodores will punt it away on 4th down. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Here on the Georgia sideline, guys, I can feel the energy here and the chemistry between this quarterback and his star wide receiver. He's already got 100 yards receiving in this game, and the way they're talking on the sideline here, they want to keep that going. I think you're going to see him continue to get some downfield targets from his QB here in this game. I'll keep you posted.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. And they needed a little more room to work with as that one sails out of bounds. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Finds his man. It's Wiley. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Looking to throw for it. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Looking downfield on first down. Rifles it down the middle. Intercepted to stop the threat. He'll try to take it back. The 40. Past the 20. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Commodores.
And this defense comes up with another big play, man. They get the pick six. They get the mistake. They've been flying all over the field, playing well with their hair on fire, Palmer, forcing some turnovers, really doing a good job of confusing this QB.
Yeah, and on offense for the quarterback, you've got to stop with the turnovers. Now, obviously, turnovers lose you games. When you allow defensive touchdowns, the analytics show you your losing probability goes way up. Right now, they'd be out comfortably ahead if he would just stop giving the football to the other team. They need to settle him down before he gets back out on the field.
When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. So first down will open up the final period. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
And, man, he was just like, forget that, guys. I'm getting this back on one play. Like, obviously, the big decision last drive, makes the mistake that goes all the way back to the house, and it looked to me like...
Got a little press. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
Booster! Let it go!
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Finds his big tight end. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. The Dogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Western! Level! Booster! Where did he go?
Wants to throw on first down. He fires one deep down the right side. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB. After the incomplete pass, there is a player down on the field. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down.
Red 54. Western! Chip! Go!
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And they can't make the connection.
And, man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here, missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Picked off to stop the threat. Bringing it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. So the defense sets him up with that interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punch in a score, and they'll go home with the W. Could not make his way to the corner. And they got the completion, but no yards. Now they need to go forward to avoid a third and long. On the option, it's Carter. 5-yard gain on that play. It'll be 3rd and 5.
Well, I'll tell you what, just watching this QB in the run game, he's going to break at some point in this game. He's going to break a home run. Defense did a nice job getting him down there, but this
could be an alley. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Trying play action. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Vandy. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. And the Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Here's a give to Frazier. It's these little moments like that that can help an offense as he gets it up to the 16-yard line.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
Under fire, and he never had a chance.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet in my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Looking deep down the right side. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Some teams have an aversion to punting. It's sort of the new wave of football. But giving the other team this kind of chance, that's just not smart. So the Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a way to get things going and come up with the win.
Just got outplayed, Reese. There were moments in this game. There were plays to be had and plays to be made. At the end of the day, they just did not execute well enough in any of the 3 phases on any side of the football. So, David, moving forward, a lot to take away from this game as they try to win.
A lot to take away and a lot to learn from. I mean, losses definitely hurt, they sting, but a lot of times most teams refocus and they get a sense of urgency now that they got a loss in that column. So watch the tape, watch what you need to improve on, and go attack it in practice.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. An iconic venue, Tiger Stadium, Baton Rouge. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. It's the Georgia Bulldogs and the LSU Tigers. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Guys, Coach Kirby Smart told me he understands what a challenge this is. Number one, the stadium is one of the best in college football. Every time you step foot in this crowd, in this stadium, you have to be at your best from a communication standpoint. This top 25 team will be a challenge, and he understands his guys have their backs against the wall. They have to communicate and be effective at the line of scrimmage. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. He'll bring it back looking for help. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Bulldogs offense will have the first crack at it in this one. And here comes Marcel Reed. What a rough game he had in that loss last time out, throwing 3 interceptions. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Now here's Reed. Pocket breaking down. Trying to make magic with his feet. Bust through behind his pad. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
Just like we expected, this home crowd getting involved right from the start. Tight end now in motion. Reed. Here's a heat. Time to take a shot. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll give to Frazier. Gain of 8. It's now 3rd and 2.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. Got it, looking for the first down. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Clock stops momentarily as there is an injured Bulldog on the play. They'll try to convert from the Wildcat. On the direct snap, it's Frazier. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. On first down, Nate Frazier. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Deafening noise. Reed trying to cut through it. Fakes to grab. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. And the Dogs go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They'll run the option. The pitch. He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Here comes the offense on first down. Throwing Reed. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Guys, let's chat about Georgia. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
He's going to fire to the left. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. And this will be the 9th play of the drive. Again, it's Reed. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Inside the 15. Out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
Well, this offense is given a lesson right now on how to fight through adversity because first and second down was ugly, but they come up with that huge completion to now set up a manageable fourth down opportunity to keep this drive alive.
Reed to throw for it on fourth. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. Fans are bringing the noise on first and goal. Here's Nate Frazier. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
Into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. Now third and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Here's Reed to throw. Here comes the heat. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play.
And we knew the challenge this QB had against this defense. This is the best pass defense in the country. They do such a great job using their eyes, making plays, breaking on the football. They do a little bit of everything. And early in this football game, Palmer, the defense gets a win.
Yeah, and I think for the quarterback now, you got to turn the page, but you got to be reminding yourself timing. Against the number 1 rated pass defense, you've got to throw everything on time, and if it's not open, you get on in your progression or you throw it away or you take off, but you've got to have a plan.
Follows a good block there, picks up 3s out to the 9. LSU quick to the line.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Maybe a crease. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Turning it on. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Berry. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. The Tigers with the first and 10.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Now facing a third and long. Now the play fake. Working that left side now. He picked up some yardage, but they stop him at the 45, and he'll be a little short. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Reed. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
And it's not panic time yet for this offense, but last week was a really bad performance. This week, starting off a little bit slow, they got to find some form of rhythm. They got to find some way, get a few first downs, get some playmakers involved, because right now they just seem out of sync.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Rushes on him. He lobs one high down the left side. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. Now here's Reed. Hauls it in. At the 35, he's open. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. After that last big gainer, they'll put it in play. 1st and 10 from their own 49. Reed to the air again. Here's the pressure. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack, 1st down. You've just thrown an incompletion. So 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
It falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of the period. We've reached the end of the 1st quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. Georgia lining up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets his first one of the day away. He might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
On target over the middle. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. And yet another Bayou Bengal baller on the outside who can just go get it.
And if I'm a quarterback, man, I love throwing to these guys. It doesn't have to be perfect. I don't have to fit it in the box. I know my receiver out wide will.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to 2. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Knocked down immediately at the line of scrimmage.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
Punt is on its way. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. Reed. It's complete to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Short completion on first down, and here comes 2nd and 8. Off the boot, looking for his man. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
Play fake, Marcel Reed. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Georgia sends out the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fields the punt. Oh, the ball's out on the return. Oh, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. A little sluggish out of the gate here. They've had to punt it away on each of their first 2. There he goes. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. The Tigers will hustle to the line.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play call. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Back to throw, it's Sheffield. Got it set up on the outside. Gives him the big stiff arm. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. Bulldozes his way through. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The defense trying to make a stand on 3rd and goal. DB's right up on the receivers. Gets rid of it. Touchdown, Tigers. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Here on the Bulldogs sideline, I can tell you this crowd has played a factor early in this game. On the road, in a hostile environment, they have not been able to get going.
He lofts one down the sideline. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Throwing Reed. And he'll make the grab along the sideline, but is not able to get to the 1st down marker. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a 2nd look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. To throw, it's Reed. Under fire. He makes a catch. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a 2nd look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. The officials move it 5 yards back, and it's 1st and 15 for this offense. Again, it's Reed. Oh, they're after him. They get to him as he throws.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Oh, he's got some space. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
How nice is it to be an offensive coordinator and you call a pass play, but your guy turns it into an explosive run? Like, that is so much fun to call. Good protection up front, but he just sees space so well. They drop back, he finds the holes, and man, before you know it, he's just chewing up yards and making big plays.
Well, that's not on the quarterback. I know it's not easy completing some of these out routes, especially at the college level, but that's a play the receiver's got to make.
Here's Reed to throw. Pressure coming. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
We talked to the offensive staff coming into this one. They knew going up against the top 25 defense with respect to sacks per game, they had to do a good job protecting the QB, but they have not been able to get that done so far. They've already now allowed 3 sacks in this game.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try along. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. And it's good from 58 yards out.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Fires to the big fella. He's out of bounds after a really nice game, but there is a marker on the field. Just an ill-advised play by the defender. Contact with the quarterback after the throw, and it cost his team. To the air, it's Sheffield. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Now the LSU Tigers will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. From the 30-yard line on first down. He goes right back to the air. He's got it.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Bringing the heat. Fires to the tight end. Breaks into the open. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7. Timeout called by LSU. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. LSU right back to the line. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He's got it on the move. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. Now up by 7 points here in the second.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the run from inside his own 5. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right, that pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football game.
LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Catches it cleanly at the 20. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Bulldogs offense is on the field and ready to get this drive cranked up. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Reed. He tosses one high and deep down the left side.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out, they're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Spits it out to the back. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Reed throws to the wideout, and the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
He might want another play. Reed to the air again. Nearly picked off there, and he might be the last guy on the field you'd expect to drop that one. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. In the gun, third down, Reed. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And this is why this team...
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Marcel Reed to throw for it on fourth. Makes the grab on the left. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Timeout called by the Bulldogs. That's their first. And leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. A quick pass to the left. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. LSU quick to the line.
We're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Running inside. It's Moore. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Sheffield. Right on the money. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
Here's Durham one more time. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. It's 3rd and 5. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. And that one will find its way into the end zone for a touchback. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. They're setting up the screen. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
Well, when it comes to screen passes, you're just trying to mix them in different situations, and I like it here. First play of the drive on offense, and you're dropping back to pass. You're letting the pass rush get upfield, seeing if you can just get one into the hands of your back, get some blockers downfield. You don't obviously pick up an explosive play, but you get some good yards on that. Give the opposing defense now something else to think about. You've got these screens in your back pocket, and you're going to use them.
On 3rd down, they're in the gun. It's Reed. Unloads to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. Oh, look at this thing. They may need a flight attendant on that one. He's got it. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. And the Tigers in the hurry-up.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. At the end of the play, there's a Georgia Bulldog who has yet to get up. The freshman safety still down on the field as he's being attended to by the medical personnel. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Looking for a man, it's Sheffield. Safe completion on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. The run inside. It's Hall. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. Gets the back moving. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Under fire. And it's a sack. And the ball's out there after it. And the defense got it. Flying down the left side. The 10. Takes it in. Touchdown Bulldogs. Extra point here will tie the game.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop. The ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
He'll start the return inside his spot. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Scanning the field, it's Sheffield. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
LSU will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Oh, that punt has been cleared for takeoff. Look at it go. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Throwing Reed. Makes the grab over the middle. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Bulldogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Out of the gun here with Nate Frazier. Finding some room. And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the 3rd. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Reed on the play action. Pocket breaking down. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Still second down, but now the offense is operating behind the chains. Here's Reed to throw. They'll run the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. From the gun on third down, Reed. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Can't hook up on the long throw, and fourth down goes by the boards for this offense. Looking downfield at Sheffield. Makes the grab. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go. LSU right back to the line. He'll keep it on second down. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
They'll run play action. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the sixth sack.
Fires one high and deep. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Second down coming up. Reed. Here's a heat. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. Deafening noise. Reed trying to cut through it. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Going for it on fourth down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. Here comes the heat. Gets drilled as he releases it. The ball just trickles to the ground. This offense has it with really good field position. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Caden Durham again. Powers forward but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24. The Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up. Dropping back, it's Sheffield. Throws for the tight end. And the misconnection on third down. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And it's good! They take the lead here in the fourth.
Big time kick right there, man. Fourth quarter, clutch time. You needed to come through to take the lead, and now the pressure goes to the defense. You got to keep this lead. Got to get a stop or two more, and you can get the dub in this football game.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. Reed. He'll pull it down. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
And the pass is incomplete, but there is a penalty flag. Did they get the receiver for a push-off?
I know that's offensive pass interference, but I actually think that's a very heads-up play because that ball might have got intercepted. That was an errant throw. The receiver knew it, and instead of allowing the defender to pick it off, he knew, hey, I got to create a penalty here and save my quarterback and bail him out.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Like Holly told us, this crowd is not going to fade away, and they're rising up now. Making side adjustments here. From the gun, on 3rd down, it's Marcel Reed. Zings it complete to the right. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Play fake, Reed. Lost one deep down the right side. Goes high to pull it in. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. Georgia going back to work with another 1st down. The play action fake. Bought a little time, lets it go. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Throwing Reed. Rushes on him. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Now here's Reed. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this is a tough.
After back-to-back losses, this team is really teetering on the edge of disaster.
They got to try to hold on to the positives, as hard as that is to do right now, having lost a couple back-to-back, because this team has good players, and they've got good schemes on both sides of the ball, just things have not gone their way. They just need to make a few more plays to turn this thing around.
Yeah, and then they can do it, and they will do it. Listen, you got to get the players right. You got to get those guys in there believing. This is part of what happens. You got to take a few lumps sometimes, take those losses. But this team's going to figure it out. You can tell they got the right stuff.